Hi, I'm just going to show you about pricking on today. So your seedlings have got nice and big, and we can tell that they're ready to have a bit more space if you start to see the roots popping out the bottom of your seed tray. It's not happening in this case because that's relatively deep. Something like a smaller module, if you're using a yogurt pot, you might see the seeds popping out. The roots popping out. The other thing to look out for is the number of leaves you've got. So with these lettuce leaves, you can see this reddish green one here. The green leaves are actually the seed leaves, and then the red ones, the bigger ones, are the true leaves of the plant. Those are what the actual plant's going to look like when it's bigger. So once it's got those two sets of leaves, we know it's ready. Something like sweet corn is a monocot, and it only will have one leaf. So once its second leaf comes, that's when it's ready. With the leafy crops that you're pricking out, you could just reuse the modules that you might have sown some of the other seedlings in, and I've just topped them up with compost a bit. Remember to push out any air pockets, tamp them down, and I wet the soil before I put it in again, just to make life easier. And I'm giving each lettuce its own module, so that will stay in there for another couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, and then we can push it out. And it's really pretty easy. I'm using a cutlery knife, but something like a chopstick is good, or a little stick. And really what you want to do is get under and around your little seedlings and just try and push them up a bit. We're trying to minimize handling them. If you do have to handle them, you might just be able to almost dig out a biggish bit of compost like this. And I'll just break these two, and I'm going to separate these two, and the roots are a little bit joined. So now when I'm holding them, I want to hold them by the seed leaves rather than the true leaves. Excuse my positioning. I'm just going to make a hole in the new seed tray and drop it in the roots, try and get the roots underneath, and then just press around so it's standing up nicely. You just don't want the leaves to be pushed against the soil, and I'm just going to tuck a little bit more soil around that so it is standing up and the roots aren't exposed. So with bigger seedlings like beans or courgette, you're probably going to start them off in a bigger pot to begin with. That would be better because they grow very quickly. They get really big. I can see the roots are coming out of this one even though I've already potted it on. So it could do with some more space already. But with the leafy green ones, you're just going to give them a bit more space individually, the smaller ones.